Thank you, everyone. Let us learn from number 48 of this Kyoten today. Reporting, communicating, and consulting are the foundation of work. You need to report on the progress of long-term projects regularly. Words for work, number 48. Reporting, communicating, and consulting are the foundation of work. You need to report on the progress of long-term projects regularly. Thank you, Lord God. If there's one sentence that we must remember from all of the 100 in here, I would say it's this, number 48. RCC. Report, communicate, consult. Report, communicate, consult. In Japanese, this is called Horen So, but this is, as Alcantara has stated, foundation of work. So let's say that you're working on a project. Usually, the reason why we work in a team is because there are many people working on the same project, which means you have your part, they have their part, right? And when you're doing that project separately, but for the same goal, your bosses, your teammates are going to want to know how far you've progressed. So it's important to report information you believe is necessary, whether it be for your boss, your subordinates, or your colleagues, or your customer. If it's information that needs reporting or not, think like this. When new information comes in, when you progress in your work, when a problem occurs, is it something that I should report? And who is it that I should report? Continuously thinking like this, I've experienced that it helps boost your work capabilities. And people who report a lot are not respected by their bosses, but are cherished by their bosses. Because subordinates who never reports anything is the worst. As a boss, you're like, all right, how far did she get? How far did he get? Is there any problems? And you're always worrying, right? So reporting is such an important part of work. Communicating. Communication, report is some information that you think has value that needs to be said. Communication is it's the basics of work. If you aren't communicating with your colleagues or your boss or your superior, your subordinates oftenly, it's like, how do you work together, right? You have to communicate information. It may be similar to reporting, but from my perspective, it's more like smaller degree information, importance-wise, that you have to share. And then lastly, consulting. This is very important. Even if you think that you're taking your boss's time and he or she might get annoyed, but always seek advice if you are faced with an issue that you don't know how to solve. That's so much better when you work in a team. Those, not my thoughts, but this is what I always tell myself, because when I wasn't doing this, I always end up causing trouble to other people. So I'm always constantly reminding how important it is, the RCC, reporting, communicating, and consulting. Thank you very much. See you again tomorrow.